Phil Parsons, Dusty Whitney, Mike Curb car.
After midnight, we're going to let it all hang out.
I like the way you're thinking.
Now Landon Castle in that 83 car, he pitted 6 laps earlier than Dave Blaney, Tony Raines, and David Gilliland, so he doesn't have very many laps at all left in his tank of fuel.
So Darrell, this is quite a dice roll. If any of these 4 drivers stay on the track, they are betting that we won't be able to go many laps through that patch in turn number 3, and the race would be stopped with them up front. And if they are wrong and we're able to race to conclusion, their chances of winning the Daytona 500 are dashed.
It's a gambler's call. I'm just telling you. But if I was in any of those 4 cars, I'd roll the dice.
Steve?
And Mike, I'm listening to Dale Earnhardt Jr., and he just told Steve Letarte that the top of the racetrack where all that fuel spilled in the middle is not raceable. Steve Letarte just saying, I'm going to relay that message to NASCAR. So they're not, Dale Earnhardt Jr., for one, is not entirely confident right now with the track's condition.
There's reasonable doubt. And that's why I say, man, if I'm sitting up there in the lead right now and I got a little fuel left in the tank, I can't hear you.
We'll take a side-by-side break from Daytona as they get ready to go back to racing.
Whoa! Dad, where'd you get that?
Oh, you won't believe what just happened.
Don't tell me you got the last Diet Dew.
Yeah.
I love the taste of Diet Dew. What do you want for it? Deal.
Diet Mountain Dew. Yeah, it tastes that good.
Hey, hotshot. Meter's running.
Goodyear. Driven by those who use the world as their proving ground. And everything we've learned making these tires inspires what we roll into yours. Goodyear, more driven.
When you pay too much for cable, you throw things. When you throw things, people think you have anger issues. When people think you have anger issues, your schedule clears up. When your schedule clears up, you grow a scraggly beard. When you grow a scraggly beard, you start taking in stray animals. And when you start taking in stray animals, you can't stop taking in stray animals. Stop taking in stray animals. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
They say that with great power comes great responsibility. Well, when you own a Durango, you'll have tons of power, enough to tow up to 7,400 pounds. So owning a Durango means you now have the responsibility to go dirt biking, ATVing, motorcycling, boating, jet skiing, and show a Ford Explorer a thing or two about what it means to have best-in-class towing. The SUV is back.
For the first time ever, the Daytona 500 is run on Monday, and it will finish Tuesday Eastern Time.
It's a record weekend. That's all I can say, in so many different ways.
37 laps to go. The 4 drivers in the first 4 positions have not made their final stop for fuel. And right now it appears they are going to gamble until the officials give the 1 to go signal and stay out. So NASCAR's checking in with the teams and the drivers as to the condition of the track and how close we are to going back to racing. Here's Landon Castle.
Did it feel pretty rough when you went through there? Yeah, I kind of felt like a sand pit. Do you want me to go ahead and drive on the flat here, Doug? Yeah, do all you can just to keep fuel on that pickup.
That's Doug Richard, his crew chief. Landon Castle, as we mentioned, he has not been to pit road since lap 124, which coming to the line this time will be 40 laps ago. He's staying on the flat. Jeff Hammond did the piece down there at our Ford Tech car earlier about these pumps in the fuel cell. Old habits are hard to break. You really don't have to do that with this system, but it can't hurt, doesn't hurt.
They don't want to lose their prime, Larry. You know, they just want to keep those pumps primed up.
Signaling 2 laps to green. Here's what Kevin Harvick has to say about track condition.
Honestly with you, I don't even see a patch. I just see a bunch of white, like speedy dry. Just past it.
Oh, it's the same old thing. If you ask the drivers in the front, is it raining? They're going to say it's pouring down. If you ask the guys mid-pack to the rear, they'll say, man, it hadn't rained all afternoon. What are you talking about? That's just how it goes.
Terry Labonte comes to the pits, as does Trevor Bayne. They fuel up the Wood Brothers car for Bayne and pull a tear off the windshield to give him a clear view. Make a chassis adjustment in the right rear. And Bayne, though he is 38 laps down, it's also his goal to finish this Daytona 500.
And see, that's a big deal. Uh-oh, is this the 13 car here? Casey Mears is on the apron here, Larry, and looks like he may have stretched it a wee bit too far.
Yeah, I was trying to look and see. He was last on pit road at lap 158.
Oh
so, no,
yeah,
this should not be a fuel issue.
No way.
Casey has run up near the front a good portion of tonight's race.
Safety truck going to his aid and push him the remaining 2 miles back around to the pits.
What a shame, Larry. I mean, this team, they've been running so well all night long. They've been up front.
Qualified up front and just kind of played it safe in the Gatorade dual race to make sure nothing happened to that race car. And he'd run up in the top 5, top 10 quite a bit.
Let's see if we get 1 to go this time by, or if they wave it off to get Mirror's car back around to pit road.
They got 1 to go in the air. The flagman's got his signal for 1 to go. Let's see if he sticks with that.
And the dreams of the front 4 may be dashed right here. They can't go the distance without fuel. Blaney, Castle, Rains, and Gilliland come in to top off the tank. Krista?
The sound of heartbreak in the 36 pit. Dave Blaney said it actually felt gravelly the last time by. He said, tell them the track's not ready to go. That was his hope. When they gave 1 to go, they said, we have to come in. 4 tires is a call, also a chassis adjustment. Again, a planned stop for Dave Blaney. They were hoping this race would not get back underway so that they could stay in the lead and win the Daytona 500. Dick?
Well, Carl Edwards is on pit road. He might as well. He's going to be at the back of the lead lap anyhow, so some additional fuel in the event that we have a green-white checker would give him an advantage.
Kyle Busch, same story. Topped off with Sunoco Green E15, pulled a tear off, ready to go from the back.
Now we're hearing that Casey Mears in the 13 was having fuel pressure issues. That's about the 2nd or 3rd driver that we've heard that from tonight.
So up front, Matt Kenseth and Dale Earnhardt Jr., both past champions of the Daytona 500.
Oh boy, Larry, I don't know if I want to be the first guy to hit that patch or not.
Well, one of those boys is going to be the first one to hit it, probably. Matt Kenseth in the 17 or Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 88.
Kevin Harvick and Greg Biffle, so 2 Chevys inside, 2 Fords outside. Then Joey Logano's Toyota, Jeff Burton's Chevrolet. When they take the green flag, it'll be 34 laps to go. Denny Hamlin's up there, so's Paul Menard. Weather's good, track is clear. Mears got a push to pit road, so they'll come off turn 4 and address the start finish line. And here we go.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little uptight about this.
Those 2 drivers battled each other for Rookie of the Year in 2000. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Matt Kenseth. Matt Kenseth actually ended up winning the Rookie of the Year that year.
Some drivers hanging way back on this restart as they come to the green flag. 34 to go. Green. Kenseth, Biffle pull a car length on Jr. and Harvick.
That's 2 fast Fords in that outside lane, and Dale Jr.'s got a fast car down on the bottom with Harvick pushing. I think you're looking at the two really fast cars that have a good shot at hanging on to this lead, with Biffle and Kenseth up there in the 16 and 17.
Double wide off turn 2.
Boy, you got to